wonder how softball pitchers do it? Well, I'll explain to you how they do it on and off the field. I've been pitching for 5 years, and I'd like to explain the mechanics, the softball grips, and just the mental process. I've been pitching for 5 years, and I've been going to a softball coach for 3. Mechanics are very important. Mechanics are basically the overall way of how your body's going to go, and it's really important because if you don't have mechanics, you're just going to go everywhere. One important thing for mechanics is staying down. When you stay down, it helps you use your legs, and when you use your legs, it helps you throw the ball faster, and it also helps you stay on line. Another important one is staying on line. When you stay on the line, you're directly going to stay like this, and you're going to do everything you need to stay on the line, because the line is where the glove exactly is, and that's what you're going to want to do. Another one is staying open. Staying open is very important because if you don't stay open, you're going to close too fast and you're going to hit your hit, and that's going to cause a lot of problems. And when you stay open, it keeps the ball on track and it gets it perfectly right down the middle. Mechanics are very important, but softball grips are needed too. And one of the very first softball grips I learned is a fastball. In the fastball, you're going to look at the seat and you're going to grab it like this. And fastball is basically your fastest ball out of all your pitches. And you're going to want to pitch it like this. And it just goes straight down the middle, or it can go in the outside pitches. And another one is the changeup. A changeup, it's the same exact grip, except you're going to want to put it in the palm of your hand. So it's like this, and then you flip it. When you throw this, it's way slower, and it has a different grip, and it drops off. When it drops off, it helps because the batter, they're going to swing at it and they're going to think it's fast, but it's not fast at all, and then it drops off and then they're just going to look goofy and miss. And you don't ever want to get it high, because if you get it in the zone, that's going to go somewhere if they get a hold of it. Another pitch is the curveball. With the curveball, you look at the horseshoe right here, and you grab it like this, and then you're going to want to throw it like this. But when you throw, you need to come across your body. And when you come across your body, it helps you have the spin that you need. And the spin is like a UFO, and it goes like this, and it goes out. And that's really good to throw towards like a left-hand batter, because left-hand batters aren't expecting it. They're going to want to hit it because it looks good, but then it's going to curve at them. So that's a good pitch to throw too. And then the fourth one that I know is a rise ball. It's the same exact grip and everything, but this finger right here, it's not going to curve, it's going to stay still. And then everything's the same except your thumb's going to come off. And then you're going to have the same weird, awkward position. You're going to flip it. And when you do that, you're going to come up and bend. The reason why you come up and bend is to get the spin on the ball, because it's mostly in your wrist. Every one of these grips is mostly in your wrist. You just flip it, and then it rises up, and that's a good pitch too. Softball grips are very important, but one of the most important things are mental process. Mental process is important because you can physically throw a ball, but if you don't have it in your head, it's going to be so hard, because in game scenario there's going to be a crowd, and if you listen to them, it's going to be so loud and you're just going to mess up every single time. So that's when you're going to want to block out the crowd. And a way to do that is to listen to your teammates and just hear their voices. And then another way would be after every pitch, know what you're wanting to change. Say, if I threw it too high, I'm going to want to stay down. You're just going to want to look at every pitch and know what to do next. And then the last thing for mental process is not giving up. You're going to want to always stay positive, even if you're down in a count. You're going to want to stay positive. And I know mental process is important. It's very important. All the steps are very important. And well, I've been pitching for 5 years and going to a coach for 3. And that's why the mechanics, the softball grips, and the mental process is very important. and every pitcher is going to look for that, and it's not easy. So, I mean, anyone can do it in those those steps, but practice is important, of course. Thank you.